Hey, my name is Sean Casey and I welcome you to today's training where I am going to show you how you could generate an extra $100,000 a year making YouTube videos, or I should say automotive YouTube videos. And this is not $100,000 that you can make selling cars. This is $100,000 that you can make in addition to the money that you make when you sell vehicles. So this would have been incredibly difficult for automotive professionals to be able to take advantage of, but it is absolutely now the best time ever to join this opportunity that YouTube has made available for you. So this is not going to be your typical YouTube training or event, or even worse, a sales pitch. We're not going to be talking about how to shoot videos and setting up your cameras or what gears to buy. This is not going to be about editing videos or video analytics. Like I said in the beginning, this is all about growing your dealership sales using YouTube videos and learning how you could add an extra $100,000 to your annual revenue in addition to the money that you make when you sell vehicles. So why am I sharing this with you today? Well, at the end of last year, I took a certification for paid ads, and the trainer, Kassim Aslam, which is the CEO of Solution 8, the largest Google Ads agency on the planet, shared this slide showing how Google and YouTube, its subsidiary, because as you probably already know, Google owns YouTube, together have access to 127 billion visits monthly. Now, combined together, Google and YouTube are bigger than the 48 other websites that follow, including Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, WhatsApp, LinkedIn, Wikipedia, Yahoo, Amazon, Netflix, Zoom. Every single website that you see here on this page are not as big as Google and YouTube together. So as I see automotive professionals, marketing managers in dealership, and management teams of dealership focusing their efforts on TikTok and Instagram, trying to get some users from the news feed to show up at the dealership to buy cars, while they're completely oblivious to the massive opportunity of YouTube. So I decided that this year was going to be the year where I was going to tell the industry where to focus to be able to get massive traction this year. Now, here's a few stats, and I'm not going to bore you with a bunch of them, but 92% of car buyers research their vehicle online. You probably knew that. But 75%, 3 out of 4, use online videos. People love the test drive videos, not the boring one where a salesperson sits in front of a car, but the third-party objective education about the vehicle that they're thinking about buying. Those are going through the roof in terms of consumption. 60% of auto shoppers who use videos during their research process end up showing up at the dealership or showing up to the dealer's website. The one that really blows my mind is this one here. 40% of auto shoppers who use online video for their research say they discovered a vehicle they weren't even thinking about. That's nearly 1 out of 2 vehicle shoppers that goes to YouTube to watch a video about the vehicle that they're thinking about buying and end up discovering another vehicle. Imagine the massive opportunity for you as an automotive professional or as a dealership. And here's the fun one. 1 out of 3 adults watches automotive videos on YouTube at least once a month just for fun. So if that doesn't give you a massive aha moment, I don't know what will. Well, maybe this will. As I did my research on the YouTube platform, and more specifically the automotive space, I discovered that tons of people that have no ties to the car business, they don't own dealership, they don't work in dealership, they just love cars, borrowed the product, made vehicle reviews for these products, and ended up building YouTube channels with millions of subscribers, videos that get hundreds of thousands of views, and in the process, these guys are making millions of dollars, hundreds of thousands of dollars every single month. Here's one of them, the Stradman, who literally started it homeless, filming videos, sleeping in his car in and around Beverly Hills, making videos 8 to 12 hours a day. I'm not saying that this was easy, but he was filming the videos, he was sleeping in his car at night, he was uploading the videos. One day there was a Bugatti festival, and he went there and shot a bunch of videos, and one of them was called Bugatti going to 246 miles per hour. The video got 1 million views, and boom, a few years later, he's making millions, and you see that little Bugatti in the back of his garage there? Well, he owns it. It was literally one of the Bugatti that was there at the show when his career just popped. But he's not the only one. These types of success stories, as my research has shown, they are by the dozens. I should actually say hundreds and thousands of these young guys, young girls that just came to the party with a certain understanding of the YouTube platform and a love for vehicles and are making a killing. Now, why are they doing it? Are they doing it just for fun? Are they doing it just for the love of the product or the industry? No, it's because there is a lot of money. Actually, YouTube gave over $30 billion to video content creators, which represents 55% of what advertisers are willing to pay to put ads on the videos that are being created. So just in 2021, YouTube generated $28.8 billion in ad revenue and gave 55% to ad creators. So that was $15,840,000 that it gave back to these people that are making these videos that are entertaining people on on YouTube regarding the automotive space, and they're getting their share of the money. We now have the vertical videos, the short ones that YouTube launched to compete with TikTok and the Instagram Reel, and they did it with a lot of fanfare because they added a $100 million YouTube Shorts fund that creators can split as people are watching their videos. And that's not all. Once you own attention, once you have the attention of a specific market, you can turn that attention into brand deals and sponsorship deals. And if you don't know Mr. Beast, he's probably the largest YouTube channel on the planet, has 110 million subscribers as I took this particular screenshot, and he's made $10 million selling chocolate last year and launched his own burger line. And the latest numbers, he had sold for $100 million of hamburgers in the last 6 months. So here's my question to you. If there's that much money, if people are doing that well in the automotive space on the YouTube platform, how come most car dealers and automotive professionals fail when they are using YouTube? Now, I don't want you to feel bad because I was wrong. I always thought for the last 12, 13 years since 2008 that I am helping dealers get to YouTube, that YouTube for automotive professionals and for dealership was a local play. I thought, hey, you're selling cars locally. People are not going to drive thousands of miles to go buy a car from you, so YouTube must be a local play. And boy, oh boy, I was wrong. But now, why was I wrong, and why were you oblivious to the YouTube opportunity right up to this moment as you're watching this training? Well, it's probably because of the duality of the platform. We look at YouTube and there's kind of two sides to a number of different components of the platform. Is it a search engine or is it a social media? Do you use it to create organic videos or do you use it to distribute videos through their paid ads platform? Is it a TV station where I could broadcast content, or is it a TV where people go and watch content? Should I have a worldwide strategy or should I have a local strategy? It's a little confusing, and I have to be honest, right up to a few months ago, I wasn't all that clear about that duality and how to embrace it. So let's tackle a few of these items together. First, YouTube is a search engine. It is in fact the second largest search engine on the planet. It is fully integrated with Google. It has all the algorithm that Google uses on the Google search page, but within the video platform. And people use it. If you want to learn how to unplug a particular drain in your bathroom, you want to read a blog on how to do it, or you want to watch a video on how to do it? Well, a lot of people are choosing the video side. And for the car business, what we're being told is that 8 out of 10 new vehicle shoppers are going to the YouTube platform to investigate their next purchase. So yes, it is a very, very powerful search engine, and the videos that are uploaded, because they're so well indexed, just like content on the internet by Google, can come to the surface of those searches for years and years to come. Now, it is also a social media platform. You can decide to subscribe to a particular channel, you can like the content of a video, you can share it, you can comment on the videos, you can reply to people's comments on the videos. So it truly is a social media platform and a search engine. It's both. And maybe one of the best analogy that I was told for you to maybe wrap your brain regarding the difference of YouTube versus Instagram or Facebook or TikTok, which are social media newsfeed, is that those platforms are a little bit like a pub where people could go after work, spend some time with friends, laugh, tell a few stories, tell a few jokes, talk about their kids, talk about where they're thinking about going on vacation, and having that casual kind of atmosphere where you can pretty much wing your presence. Same thing on the social media newsfeed. And then, you leave the pub and that's it. You can go at it again the next day. Might not be the same people, might not be the same story because it's a newsfeed. It's constantly changing. On the other side, YouTube is more like a bookstore. People go there with intent, and they might go there to get entertained, but on a particular topic or on a particular subject, or looking for a specific book or a specific magazine. They go there with an intent. Now, the problem is that if you're trying to wing it in a bookstore as a content creator, it will be difficult. You can get away by winging your content strategy on Instagram, Facebook, or TikTok. You cannot wing it on YouTube because people go there with intent and they are looking for a piece of content to satisfy that intent. So you need to have an organized, strategic content strategy if you want to have success on YouTube. Facebook, TikTok, Instagram, pub, YouTube, bookstore. That's kind of a beautiful analogy to kind of understand the difference between a news feed and the social media and search engine that YouTube is. Now, YouTube has also other elements of duality that are a little bit confusing. So for example, YouTube has an organic side and YouTube has also a paid ads side. So on the organic side, when you want to do a video and have some level of success, you need to be very, very aware of three things that YouTube is looking for if you want your videos to be promoted organically. First, you need to have a very, very strong thumbnail. If your thumbnail is not good, well, people will not click on it. And if people don't click on it, well, YouTube is going to stop showing it to viewers that might be susceptible to be a good fit for the content of the video. Think about it. A lot of automotive professionals will go out there, create the content, edit the video, upload the video, and then just leave it to YouTube to pick a thumbnail out of the 3 random images that were uploaded through the video. That's not being very strategic. You need to have very powerful thumbnails that immediately tell the story of the video, a really good title that kind of piggybacks on the thumbnail so they kind of play together, and that is going to make for a good click-through rate. And the more people are going to click on your thumbnail, the more YouTube is going to show it. Now, the other thing you need to have on your radar when you make a organic video for YouTube is retention rate. So once people have clicked on your thumbnail and are starting to watch the video, you don't want people to click away from the video after 20 or 30 seconds. You want at least 55% of people still watching after 30 seconds. You want probably at least 45% of people watching at the end of the video. So you're going to have to construct the video in a way that makes people want to stay till the end of the video. So instead of saying the 5 reasons why you should buy a truck, for example, well, you might want to count down the 5 reasons why you want to buy that particular vehicle, starting with number 5 and 4 and 3. So that way people might have a better chance of staying to the end to listen to reason number 1. You might even want to add something like, hey, and by the way, as I'm counting down those 5 reasons, make sure you stay because in the video, I will share with you the accessory you absolutely don't want to have on this particular vehicle because it's going to ruin the whole experience. And now people are going, oh no, I don't know if they're going to reveal that accessory between reason number 4 or 3 or between reason number 2 or 1. So they now have to stay till the end of the video. And when the good content is delivered, just immediately stop the video. Don't have this slow death at the end of the video where you say, hey, thank you for watching, stuff like that, because then people are starting to click away and your stats from a YouTube perspective are starting to go down and YouTube doesn't like that. And then session time is the third thing, is like once they finish to watch that video, are they watching another one of your video? Are they watching another video from the YouTube platform? Or they're just leaving because the experience was so poor here? We call that session time. So you want to have these 3 components in mind when you're making organic video. Now here's the kicker. When you make paid ads videos, so you make videos that you want to run in your market to attract car buyers, please don't follow this particular framework because it's going to lead to a complete disaster. You need an absolutely different framework for your video. First, because in the first 7 seconds, people can skip the ad. And video ads don't have a thumbnail. They play automatically on top of the videos that people wanted to watch, but they have the ability to skip the ad. So what you want is to not worry about the thumbnail, but have a very powerful pattern interrupt or a hook, like we say, in the first 7 seconds that kind of stops viewers and gets them super curious, a little bit like a subject line in an email to stay alongside for the ride. Now, with paid ads on YouTube, you don't pay until people cross the 30-second threshold or they click on your call to action button. So in other words, people can watch up to 29 seconds of the video and you don't pay. You only pay when people cross the 30-second threshold. Now, what you want to do when you make your video is to call out the avatars. So if this is a video about one of your trucks, for example, you might want to say, hey, if you are in the market for a truck, I have 5 tips that you absolutely want to have on your radar to be able to get the best possible deal. And then once you get to second 22, you might want to say something like that. Hey, by the way, if you're not in the market for a truck, well, you can skip this ad. This video is not for you. So you're literally inviting people to leave. Imagine here we're trying to get everybody to stay till the end for our stats, but on the ad side, because we're paying at seconds 30, we want people that are not a good fit for the video to leave for 2 reasons. First, we want to train the YouTube algorithm to know who are the right avatars, and obviously the second one, we don't want to pay for the people that shouldn't be watching. And then at the end of the video, you probably want to have a countdown of 10 or 15 seconds when the video finishes with little arrows pointing to your call to action so that when people are watching the video, maybe your video content was so good that they're like in a trance and they're listening to the video and then they're going, oh, the video's finished. Where is it? Where do I click now? And then you might have just lost a potential buyer. So if you have a little countdown at the end, then people can see that 10, 9, 8, 7, and see the call to action and click. And now that you delivered this awesome information to the viewer, you are not losing it because the video disappeared a little too fast. You see how different it is from the organic framework where we actually had to cut the video as fast as possible, while in the paid ads format we need to linger a little bit to let people the chance to click. Isn't that a little confusing when you don't know this stuff? Well, this is the stuff that I've spent months and months buying every program, digging out for you to make sure that we can share this information with you so that you can have success on the platform. Another element of duality is YouTube a TV station for publishers? Well, the answer is yes. If you have content, you can literally use YouTube with all its little analytics and all the little tools to promote your content and put the content in front of the right buyers. You can put SUV content in front of SUV shoppers. You can put truck content in front of truck shoppers. You can put service videos in front of the perfect viewers that are currently right now looking to service their vehicle, because remember, YouTube and Google are one. They're fully integrated. Every search behavior that's happening on Google, you can target on the YouTube platform. Now, if you don't have this understanding of this duality, that's probably why all your efforts on YouTube up to now were unpredictable. Maybe you thought of doing some videos on YouTube, but you didn't want to look like that guy, pushy and focusing on incentives and payments and programs that bring absolutely no value to the people watching. And then even worse, burning cash or burning your time, which is as valuable, if not more, than cash. So what I'm going to do today is I'm going to deliver a little bit of information that I hope is going to take all this confusion that you might be having right now about the YouTube platform and bring it into so much simplicity that you will say, wow, now I know how to run a YouTube initiative that is predictable, that is going to allow me to produce content that's going to make me look like somebody they can trust, and that's going to maintain the trust and the brand integrity throughout the sales process while bringing value to the prospect. And most importantly, that's going to be profitable, both in terms of your resources of time and money. Now, how profitable can it be? Well, let me give you this example. This is a video that was released about a month ago from the time of this recording, and it had generated just a little bit under 350,000 views. Now, YouTube will pay between $2,000 and $15,000 per million views on YouTube, and the difference between $2,000 and $15,000 is based on the niche. There's some niches that are a little bit more profitable than others. Obviously, real estate, investment, automotive are very, very profitable niche. So this allows us to assume that this video, based on the amount of views and based on the average RPM, which stands for revenue per milli, has provided the owner of this particular video between $694 and $5,205. That's for the first 30 days. This video is going to continue to play for years to come and continue to be a cash cow for the owner. Now, that's one video. Imagine having hundreds of these. This is how people on YouTube in the automotive space are using the platform to generate a bundle, not just with the money that they're making selling cars, but also with the money from the YouTube Partner Program, from brand deals and sponsorship. So my goal today is to share with you our YouTube framework and the video marketing roadmap to double your dealership sales or your personal sales, and more importantly, learn how you could make an additional $100,000 in revenue using the YouTube Partner Program. At the end, if you feel that it's a good fit, I will provide you with a few resources so you can take the next steps if you feel this is a strategy, like I mentioned, that is a good fit. Does that sound like a plan? Great. So just a footnote here, because you might be thinking, why am I listening to this guy, talking to me about YouTube? Who is he? And what type of expertise do you have, Sean, to tell me about YouTube? Well, we've been making YouTube videos since 2008, and we've learned from the best of the best. Chop, Josh Tobin, the King of Cars, which had his own show on A&E, and we've been helping dealers and automotive professionals make money from YouTube since 2008. We had the privilege of creating over 500 YouTube channels for dealerships. We've produced and edited over 3,500 YouTube videos, generated over 100 million views, and made millions in the process. Here you can see Lucy. She's the CEO of Turbo Marketing, and this is Chop here, which we invited into one of the dealerships that we had the pleasure and the privilege to serve. You can even see in my personal YouTube channel all of the little highlights of the King of Cars show, and it's probably one of the only places where you can still see those little clips and laugh and have a good time. So I can tell you that there's probably nobody in the car business that is in a better position to tell you how how to take advantage of YouTube than I am right now. But I've simplified it to its essence. And the essence of our YouTube triad is based on 3 pillars. And the 3 pillars are these: organic, for your worldwide strategy, where we obsess on what the viewer on the YouTube platform wants to see. The second pillar is the paid ad strategy, which is your local strategy, which we need to build into a sequence. I'll explain what that means to you in a few minutes. And then the third pillar that we need to build our YouTube Growth Triad strategy on is automation, which is outsourced, so that all the pressure of making the videos are not on your shoulder, but you automate the video production into a very powerful workflow. So I'm going to go through those 3 things with you today so that you have an absolute perfect understanding of how to build your own YouTube strategy. So the first one is organic. And the first thing I have to say about that is that YouTube knows their users perfectly. They know exactly who is watching videos on the platform. Now here's a massive aha moment that I'm hoping that you're going to have. And if this is the only thing that you remember from this whole training, well, I will have succeeded. Here it is. YouTube is not in the business of finding viewers for your videos. YouTube is in the business of finding the perfect videos for their viewers so they can enjoy themselves and spend more time on the platform. Now, I always made that mistake of thinking that I've just made this video, Mr. YouTube, I'm going to upload it, find me some viewers. But YouTube doesn't see their platform like that. YouTube doesn't see a bunch of people that are mismatched. YouTube knows exactly who are the people watching, what they like to watch, how long they like to watch the video for. And what YouTube is rather saying is not give me a video and hope that I find you people, but understand who are the people on the platform and make videos specifically for them so I know exactly who to show it to. And I have this little slide here that's going to help you understand that a little bit more. So obviously there are hundreds of thousands, if not millions of categories of people around your dealership, even more around the world. But I've decided to focus on these one, for example. So car dealers, car aficionados, car shoppers, car tuners, and do-it-yourself mechanics. So I used to think that, hey, Mr. YouTube, I have this video, I'm uploading it to the platform, find me some people to view it. But it doesn't work like that. What YouTube wants us to do is to do our homework and figure out who are the people we want to reach, how long should be the video, what style of video do they like to watch, and when we upload that video to YouTube, YouTube goes, oh, I know exactly to who show that video because you've made it specifically for those people. Now you might be asking, well, Sean, how do we figure out what people want to watch? Well, it's fairly easy, and I have a beautiful system for it. The first thing you need to do is decide what is going to be your slice of YouTube. So I've just took an arbitrary slice of YouTube here where we say, okay, new vehicle in the middle, we'll put pre-owned on the right side, and we'll say fixed stops or maintenance services on the left here. So that is going to be our slice of YouTube. This is where we want to make videos. This is where we're hoping to catch buyers with intent. So here maybe at the low side, people that are curious but with low intent, meaning that they're not necessarily ready to buy, and people here that are way more ready to buy. So the first thing we need to do, once we know what's going to be our slice of YouTube, is find channels that are already doing a good job in that slice of the YouTube world. And then what we need to do is define, okay, where do I want my channel to be? Okay, so maybe we want a little bit more on the hub side here with people with a little bit more intent. Okay, perfect. This is where we want our channel. Okay, this is where people are already doing well. So we know if there's people doing well, we know our channel has a good chance to do well. Then what we need to do is we need to make sure that we're producing video in a cluster very close to where our circle is, or if you want, where our channel is. Because what we ultimately want to do is we want to make sure that the YouTube algorithm knows where our channel is. If we start producing video all over the place, then the algorithm is going to go, oh, are they here? Are they here? Are they here? Are they here? And every time we're going to upload a video, it's going to be a fiasco because the YouTube algorithm is not going to know who to go show that video to. But if we do this good job and we train the algorithm, and ultimately the algorithm knows exactly where our channel is and exactly who to go show that video when we upload a new video, we can have a lot of success. Now you might be saying, how do I figure this stuff out, Sean? Well, it's very easy. First, we go to YouTube and then we go in the search bar and we put the name of one of your vehicle. We put the title of one of the areas areas that you're thinking about doing a video. And YouTube is going to tell you right there and then exactly what people are currently searching regarding that particular space. So that's the first thing. Then once we've done that on YouTube, well, we also do the exact same thing on Google. And then we use a few spy tools and we get even more juice out of our research. Then we look at our analytics to see if the videos that we're producing are actually getting us the results that we want. And that's the difference between a video that I've done here that got 86 views versus a video that got 17,000 views. You see, I wanted to make that video and I was sure that it was going to be great for the people watching, and nobody cared, because when I uploaded it, YouTube had no clue to who it should go show that video to. But when I uploaded that video, I did my research and I knew people wanted to watch something like that, and you see the difference right away. So that is how you manage the organic side of the YouTube Growth Triad, where you obsess on what the viewer wants to see. So that gets us to the paid ads portion, which is the second pillar of our YouTube strategy. And the one thing I'm going to share about the paid ads side here, without getting too technical, is that it needs to be built into a sequence. You need to create a customer value journey. You see, customers, when they go from needing a car to buying a car from your dealership and just feeling like they had this great transaction, they feel successful, go through a process where they are first aware of your dealership, they engage with great content, they'll leave you their email or their mobile phone number, they'll show up at your store for a trade appraisal, a test drive, a credit app, or just a walk-in where they could see the product, and that's going to allow you to deliver that aha moment where they're going to say, oh wow, everything that was promised here and here is actually being delivered, and they're going to sign on the dotted line, and they're going to ascend through your dealership, through the business office and the service department, and buy tires, and then advocate for your store by leaving favorable reviews on Google, on Facebook, and then even sending some of their friends. But the thing that you don't want to be doing is having all your eggs in one basket, where you're making all those videos here on YouTube and you're hoping that people are going to sign on the dotted line and buy a car, but you forget to have tools built to have a smooth pipeline that's going to help those prospects move through your pipeline. So it's really important when you do paid ads that you're not just creating a bunch of video for awareness, but you're doing it with the customer in mind, so it's engaging, that there is a way for you to capture mobile phone numbers or email addresses so that you can, if people don't show up for their trade appraisal or their credit app or their test drive, you can automate the conversation here and sell more cars. That's how you do the paid ad strategy. If you do that well, then you can measure how well you're performing on your customer value journey, because clarity is critical. You cannot optimize what you haven't identified. And that's how you, with a 30,000 foot overview, obviously, run your paid ads strategy on YouTube in your local market. It needs to be built into a sequence. And that leads us to our third point, the automation. Now, you might be thinking of making YouTube videos a little bit like we've seen these past few years, standing in front of a vehicle outside or inside, or even maybe you're thinking about a big production in a studio, filming the vehicle, but it doesn't have to be that way. That's the old way of making videos. Yes, there's still the ability for you to be the star and stand in front of that vehicle and communicate with your audience. Or you could hire a spokesperson or even an AI spokesperson and put them in front of a green screen and have them record your particular script for the vehicle and upload that to YouTube. Or even more powerful, a faceless strategy where you can use footage that's already online, combining it with footage that you have at your dealership, and run a full faceless video with AI voices, AI music, footage that's already online, allow you to reduce dramatically the cost of production, allow you to increase dramatically the velocity of your production, and you can have the whole thing outsourced by having script writers, voiceover artists, using stock footage and B-roll, getting a video editor on one of the platforms like Upwork or Freelancer, getting your graphic designer, your project management tool, and be able to pump out videos without ever stepping in front of a camera, without ever editing a video, without ever having to record an audio file, and take advantage of the YouTube Partner Program, the brand deals, using a fully remote production team. And that would allow you to start generating videos for the products that you sell, for the brand that you represent, and become literally the absolute best YouTube channel in the country, if not for all of North America. Get paid by YouTube to produce these wonderful videos, and then use some of the money that YouTube gives you for the content that you produce worldwide and reinvest some of it in producing better videos and running ads, so that in your market locally, it is impossible to go to the YouTube platform and not see your videos multiple times a day, if not multiple times every hour. That will allow you to dominate dominate your marketplace. And that's how you build a YouTube Growth Triad strategy for YouTube that will allow you to dominate organically worldwide, locally with paid ads, and not ever have to step in front of the camera or edit videos to be able to do it. Now, if that is getting you excited, and I hope it does, here are the next steps. We've developed here at Turbo an action plan that is going to make it incredibly easy and straightforward for you to be able to take advantage of everything that we've talked about in terms of the YouTube Partner Program, the sponsor deals, the brand deals, creating videos through automation, and run your organic and your paid ad strategy. We've defined it into 3 simple phases and 9 easy steps, and you follow those steps and you will go from somebody that doesn't even understand the basics of the YouTube platform to one of the top 1% of automotive professionals mastering everything about the YouTube platform. And that's going to allow you to build a predictable, consistent, and profitable customer acquisition machine using YouTube, and learn how you can make an extra $100K a year in the process by making these videos. Now, if that tickles you pink, if there's an interest, if you want to know what are the next steps, well, it's easy. The video that you're watching, if you're looking just a little bit lower on the screen, you're going to see this particular red button that's going to say book your YouTube money making session, and that's going to be with me. We're going to spend 40 minutes together. I'm going to tell you absolutely everything that you should have on your radar to be able to take advantage of this opportunity and start milking the YouTube cash cow as soon as possible. When you click on that button, the page is going to get you to my personal calendar, and you'll see right there at the top it will say the 40-minute YouTube money mapping session. Make sure that you're in the right time zone. You choose your day, you choose your time, you confirm, you answer the few questions that I have, and we are going to be set to spend a bunch of time together, and I will reveal absolutely everything that you need to know. And at the end, if you feel that it's a good fit, there's even a possibility for us to work together and even partner up for your brand or your area in the world for us to tackle YouTube and make you the king of YouTube for your brand and your market. I feel incredibly privileged and excited at the same time to have the chance to share with you everything I've learned in the last few months regarding this amazing opportunity for automotive professionals and dealership. I hope to see you on Zoom.